I'm Steve Diamond.
And I'm Chelsea Kiefer.
And I'm wearing a gray suit.
And it looks fabulous.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's gray at least. Well, welcome to the show. We're going to do a little playoff breakdown for you. We're going to break down Rec. Chelsea, huge upset in the first week of the Rec playoffs.
I know. Number 12 seed Raccoon Dogs beat number 5 seed Bulls. Huge upset, so we're going to get into that in today's show.
We're going to talk a little bit of Tanuki because they've got a lot of momentum going in and a lot of chatter on the network about can Tanuki be the Cinderella this year. So let's get right into that.
All right. Last week in the first round of the playoffs, we saw a huge upset. The Raccoon Dogs beat the Bulls. Now, we talked to Nick Jotham a couple weeks ago, and he said that his team possibly might be a sleeper team, and that proves to be true in the playoffs. You know, I also think that the Bulls have great skill, but I think that the Raccoon Dogs, they have a confidence, that's unlike, any other team. So I really think that puts them ahead. Throughout basketball history, we've seen that a little confidence and unity can take a team far away. Don't you agree with that?
Well, I do, and one team was sleeping, and it wasn't the Tanuki Raccoon Dogs last week. When I went courtside to see the Bulls last week, I expected, quite frankly, to see the Bulls in a 10-15 point victory. Not to knock Tanuki, but it was just the obvious, the high seed, the 5 versus the 12. And I see Bulls players literally devastated, spread across, not talking, and I pretty much got the hint right away that something went really wrong. And it was their shooting. I think they were 6 for 20 from the free throw line, Chelsea.
Yeah, that's true. And Jotham said a couple weeks ago, too, that he had no doubt that they were going to be victorious in the playoffs. So I think it's turning out to be true.
Oh, I think you're right. Dale Stanton back on the network talking about quite a few things, and Tanuki going deep into the playoffs is one of them, creating a lot of stir right now. I think it'd be pretty interesting to see them going head-to-head with the Spurs, which I believe is going to be the next game this week. So it's going to be really interesting to see those two teams battle it out because there's a lot of jarring right now and a lot of commentary.
I agree with you.
Well, I got a game to talk about too, and this is a game that wasn't so much an upset, but a lot of teams thought the Cavaliers were coming around late in the year. The Sonics, backed up by their super fans, you see them on the network all the time. They have J.J. Kirby, and finally Derek Bussler steps up. I said it in the second week of the show that this guy would have to be huge for the team in order for them to progress to where they need to be to win a Gold Cup. J.J. Kirby says they're ready to win a Gold Cup. Obviously, Sean Ball put up the 5 trophies and the 5 Gold Cups that they have won and said, not so fast, J.J. But I think if Derek Bussler can keep up that 20-10 performance, the Sonics are going to be pretty fast and steady all the way down to the final 2. But yet to be seen a little bit. Where was Nick Scanlon last week? He was an all-star for the team, nowhere to be found on the stat board, gone. And in my mind, if you are serious about winning a Gold Cup, Chelsea, would you agree? You got to be present to win.
You have to be present. You have to be seen.
Absolutely. And we'll talk about that a little bit more because there was another person, Mitch Decker, who came in for the Cavs halfway through the season, really put this team in stride. He was a shooter, and he was a for sure home run for this team. Didn't show up for week 1, and the Cavs lose. In my mind, if a team can't have its premier players showing up for whatever reason, and those reasons are unbeknownst to us, I can't see them going anywhere in the playoffs, even making it at all. TBA is a prime example. Didn't even show up for the last game of the week, didn't have any representation in the All-Star game. TBA is rest in peace.